Welcome to week 5 of our Healthy Weekly Meal Prep series. This week's menu is inspired by classic flavors and beautiful fresh herbs. Today I'm getting started with one of my very favorite chicken recipes. It's my pan-seared chicken with pan gravy, and I think you're going to love it. So I've got some oil heating up in a frying pan, and all I'm going to do is start by seasoning my chicken breast well with some salt and some pepper. And then I'm going to transfer it to my pan top side down and give it a good sear. What I'm looking for is to seal in all of those beautiful flavors. Once my chicken has been cooking for 4 to 5 minutes on medium-high heat, I'm going to flip it. You'll know your chicken is ready to flip when it gives easily and doesn't stick to the pan. Once it's flipped, I'm going to let it cook for another minute, and then I'm going to deglaze my pan with either some white wine or some chicken broth. I'm going to add some minced garlic and some grated yellow onion. I'm going to finish this off with some fresh thyme leaves, and then I'm going to turn my heat down to medium-low and put the lid on. Once your chicken is all done, you can remove it from the pan, and then we're just going to put together a really simple pan gravy. We're going to leave our heat on medium-low, and then we're going to mix up what I call a flour slurry. So I've got about a tablespoon of flour, and to that I'm just going to mix in some water. I'm going to whisk this all together well and then pour it into my pan with all of that yummy white wine, onion, garlicky goodness. I'm going to keep on whisking this for about 30 seconds or until it's all come together. If you're finding your gravy is too thick, all you need to do is whisk in a little more water. And that's it, that's all. Your pan gravy is totally done. The final step is just to slice up your chicken. This chicken recipe is so versatile, it can be used in chicken salad or over rice or pasta, or even eaten entirely on its own. Next up, we are tackling my oven-roasted portobello mushrooms. Now, I'm starting with 2 beautiful portobello mushrooms. You can do as many as you like in this recipe. All I'm going to do is remove the stems and the gills. I'm just going to give them a quick chop, and then I'm going to toss them with some olive oil, some balsamic vinegar, some salt and pepper, and some fresh thyme leaves. Into the oven they go at 375 for between 10 and 15 minutes. These gorgeous mushrooms are the perfect side dish for that beautiful chicken, or you can mix them in a wrap or in a salad. They're super versatile, so I love to have them on hand. Next up, I'm making my mayo-free Redskin potato salad. We're going to start by steaming some Redskin potatoes that I've just washed and cubed. You don't want to overcook your potatoes because what you'll end up with are mashed potatoes, and that's not exactly what we're going for. You just want to steam them until they're fork tender. For this dressing, it's just a matter of mixing some red wine vinegar with some olive oil and some Dijon mustard. We're going to pour our dressing over our salad and then season it with some salt and pepper, some green onion, and some chopped fresh dill and chopped fresh parsley. Give it a good toss and it is ready to eat. Or you can store it in your fridge for between 4 and 5 days. For our greens this week, we are going to be preparing some beautiful fresh kale. So all I've done is rinse my kale in the sink, and I'm just gonna cut out the stem and give it a rough chop. Next, I am going to massage my kale with some olive oil, some lemon juice, and some salt. Yes, I said massage. These 3 ingredients combined with the massage help break down the kale's tough texture and make for a much softer, more delectable kale in the end. Once you're finished giving your kale a good massage, you can eat it as is or add it to any type of salad you like. Next on today's menu is one of my all-time favorite snacks. It is my herb and garlic goat cheese dip, and you won't believe how easy it is to put together. It all starts with some room temperature goat cheese. To that, I am adding some sour cream. You could also do this with plain yogurt if you wanted to. I'm going to stir this all together until it's well combined. I'm going to add some pureed garlic, some salt and pepper, and some fresh chives, some fresh basil, and some fresh parsley. I'm going to mix this all together, and this stuff will last in your fridge for 4 to 5 days. It is perfect when served with bell pepper, tomatoes, or snap peas. So yummy. Finally on today's menu, to keep with our super fresh theme, I've got some beautiful fruit cups. All I'm going to do is layer some chopped strawberries, some chopped kiwi, and some blueberries. The perfect afternoon snack. I hope you love this week's menu as much as I do. And if you give the recipes a try, be sure to tweet or Instagram me because you know I love seeing what you're coming up with in your very own kitchens. And finally, if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to The Domestic Geek because there's lots more deliciousness where this came from.